Well, hello there. Hi, it's Maxie. It is finally time to play Final Fantasy VIII. I almost said 7, but we are playing Final Fantasy VIII today at 5 o'clock in the morning on April 21st. Hello, hi, how was your Easter? I hope you had a lovely one if you celebrate it. As you can see, we are playing the remastered one because we want the character models to look nice and pretty for us. The backgrounds are going to be questionable as hell, but it doesn't matter because Squall really will be the best looking guy at the party, I promise. And let me know how your Easter went while I shut up and get to the opening cutscene because this is low key one of my favorite Final Fantasies. To the point of me actually having a half written guide for the game. I stopped because a friend who isn't a friend anymore, she told me that it was a useless endeavor because there were already too many guides online and that no one would care. Wow, right? Well, she did that a lot. But we're gonna start a new game. I've already tried to record this twice. I tried to do it with Elgato software and it crashed my computer. So we're back with OBS. I hope this works out and we're gonna start a brand new game and we're just gonna do what it do. So let's go. This is gonna be our guide, okay? Okay. Baby, I love that opening cutscene. It's so good. Even to this day, like even if they didn't upscale it like they upscaled like all of the in-game stuff, like it still looks amazing. I'm sorry. Like for the time, like 1998, like dude, how are you feeling? Okay, I guess, because we're not gonna play Squall as a jerk. If you want to do that, that's up to you. I can't stop you, but I don't want to do that. Okay. Take it easy next time, you hear? Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say your name for me? Where's Squall, baby? Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Cypher. That's Cypher. Won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see. Your instructor is... Alright. I'm gonna get this elephant in the room out of the way. I understand that the katakana for her name spells out Kistasu. Okay? When they named her, I don't think they thought about how it might sound in English, because Keistis sounds a lot like keister. Okay? And if you want to giggle about that again, I can't stop you. But I'm gonna call her Quistis, like most of us did growing up, okay, here in the English-speaking parts, just to avoid that. Um, you can call her whatever you want in your head, though. But for the sake of not demeaning this character, we're gonna call her Quistis, okay? We're gonna call her now. Just wait here a minute. Quistis, come get your student. Yes, yes, his injury's not serious. It'll probably leave a scar. Right. Now please come by. Squall. So we meet again. And he just wants to know why her shawl clashes with her blouse. I can't talk because I probably wear something like that. I knew it'd either be you or Cypher. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. Squall, is there something on your mind? Not really. What's so funny? Funny? No, no, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little, that's all. I'm more complex than you think. And tell me. Tell me more about yourself. It's none of your business. Dude, you should have just picked her. Spoilers, but he fumbled her, and I'm not even, like, that is not up for discussion. It is. Like, I don't care. If you prefer Renoa, let me know why, because I just... We're gonna have arguments with Renoa, okay? Good morning, class. Let's start with today's schedule. Before you're like, ew, she's his teacher and he's her student. No, she is only a year older than him for plot reasons. And again, stuff's gonna happen. There seem to have been some rumors flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for SeeD candidates will begin later this afternoon. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in the hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Cypher. Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. You weenie. Field exam participants, I will see you all later. And Squall, I need to talk to you. Before we do that, let's grab our GFs here. She'll give them to you later if you just meet her at the front gate when she asks you to, but I'm gonna explain junctioning and magic here, because the tutorial that the game gives you is convoluted and awful. Just genuinely terrible. You can get a lot of tutorials here. I'll explain everything. We get Quetzalcoatl and Shiva, no problem. The only thing I can't promise you in this playthrough is accurate Renzo Kuken trigger hits during his limit breaks and in battle, because I don't think the PS4 or 5 support the vibrations for it, so it's going to be a lot harder. But if you don't know how to play the card game either, that's here. I'll explain that too when we get there. We're not doing it right away because the starter deck that you get in this game is trash. And I don't think we can sign up for the committee yet, but we're going to have to. Thanks for looking at this page, but there won't be any updates for a while. That's because I, the Garden Festival chair, will be leaving Garden. I did not strive to be a SeeD, and I won't even graduate. I devoted all my time to the Garden Festival, my passion. But in the end, there was no Garden Festival. That's because no one volunteered to help out. But I have only myself to blame. I thought I alone could pull it off. I'll be starting a new life. But I sincerely hope someone will take over the Garden Festival committee. Bye, Balam Garden. Wimbley Donner. I always found it funny that we've got school festivals and stuff like that, even though we're a high school, but we're a military academy where we've got child soldiers that we send out to active battles regularly. I don't know. I always thought that was weird. As the air conditioning decides to send the effluvia of cat food into the room. Fantastic. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Junction Quetzalcoatl. No. Why did I do that? We're gonna Junction Quetzalcoatl to Squall, because he has a higher affinity with Quetzalcoatl than Shiva. But, here's what we're gonna do. So, when it comes to your GF, you want them to learn Boost first and foremost, but then once we've learned Boost, we need to grind out Card. Okay? This is not negotiable. These are important too, because these are this is so you can junction magic to these stats. And then, these will be important later, okay? But first and foremost, Boost and then Card. Okay? We're gonna have Shiva start to learn Boost as well. And then we'll move her over to these. But, okay. So first when you junction your GF. Straightforward enough. This is so you can summon, right? It's just like summon Materia in 7. That's a Quetzalcoatl. Bam. Okay, see magic lit up? So now we can junction magic spells that we get from draw points into that stat. We don't have any yet, so we need to go find some draw points, right? But here's how it works. The better the magic, the higher the stat goes up. So if we equipped regular fire magic to this stat, it would go up 1 point maybe, right? But if we equipped something like Firaga, the highest fire spell, or better yet, Curaga, or a support magic that Aura or Ultima or something big, right? Something rare, it'll go up a lot more. So anything you have junction to your stats, no touchy. Don't touch it. Don't even think about it. In fact, don't be so reliant on magic in this game unless you can stockpile 99 of everything or something. Or you can use it if the character doesn't have it junction to their stats, but they probably will. Okay, so that's where things like item come in. That's where Card comes in, because Card can the cards can be refined into items that are very useful in battle. That's why we have to get them, where we have to get all of the face cards for the characters and all of the GFs and all of that really important stuff. Because by the end game, we're just going to be refining cards. Okay? So don't touch your magic. Just don't bother with it. We need to attach magic to our elemental attack. Ideally, I don't remember who has this ability. I think Shiva does. But we need to figure out, if we could equip Blizzard to this, it'll give you a Blizzard attack, essentially. Okay? But we don't have that capability yet, so we're not going to worry about it. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to set him up with Draw, because it's super important. The GF, super important. I'm going to give him Magic, because he's going to need it if Quistis is going to have Shiva. I'll explain that again later, but generally you want item, okay? Not magic, especially in the early game when you're trying to stockpile as much magic as possible. Good? You understand? I'm glad we had this conversation. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, baby. We gotta get her fan club to move. You haven't been to the fire cavern yet, have you? You won't be able to take part in today's SeeD exam if you don't pass this prerequisite. I was gonna go this morning, but Cypher. Hmm? Do you have a good excuse? Yeah, he was in the training area and he got his face split open, Quistis. Not really. Then let's get going. If you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. I already took care of it, baby girl. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. You can access the study panel from your seat. Done and donerer. Don't worry about it. So this is her fan club. All of them will technically have her card, like the Quistis card, but none of these three are the ones that are gonna have it. Like the guy most likely to have it, I'll show him to you, but we can't challenge him yet. Alone with Instructor Treep. Okay, he's a weirdo. I'm so jealous. Maybe I should take up that subject too. Should anything happen to Instructor Treep, the preppies will put you back. Don't worry, she's probably gonna be in our in-game party. She's really strong if you know how to use her. So I'm gonna show you all of the places in Garden, if I can. I'm late, I'm late, I'm late! Ah! You okay? There. I'm fine. Sorry, I was kinda in a hurry. Yeah! Hey, did you just come from that class? Is room over? Look! Oh no! This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey! I just transferred here. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of this garden? Sure. Oh, all right, let's go! We'll take the elevator to the first floor lobby and I'll show you the directory. So we got Selfie with us temporarily. I don't think you can even check her in the party. But yeah, this is Selfie. She's nuts. Like, she is certifiably crazy, but I love her. But, like, don't, like, follow her onto a train and enter into there unarmed. I'm just saying. Okay, so first things first, always talk to this dude. Oh, hey, would you like to have these? My brother gave me these cards, but they're not really my thing. You can have them if you'd like. What? How do you play a card game? I think it would be best to look at the card game explanation in the tutorial. I don't know much about it, really. If you want to play cards with someone, talk to them by pressing square, but keep in mind not everyone is a card player. Oh, and by the way, I don't play, so don't bother challenging me. Alright, thanks for these crappy cards, player. We can't challenge anybody right now because we do not have the ability to win anything. They're that bad, okay? So we need to go and get a really good card to fight other cards with, essentially. So we're going to put the speed up and invincibility on while we're doing a lot of this grinding, and you'll see why. But cards are like 99% of this game. That's the directory. Well, this is it. The Lum Garden is pretty big. It's a good idea to check where you want to go and select it here. I have a question. How do you use this? Move the cursor and press X to select. So press the action button, Snake. Next, I'll give a quick explanation of the various facilities. Yes, sir! You'll find the dormitory to the north. The majority of the students live in the dorms. And they're probably doing other things because we've got a bunch of 17 and 18-year-olds largely unsupervised. I'm sure all they're doing is sleeping in there. There aren't too many students who commute. Yeah, I'm in the dorms too. You can rest and change in there. Uh-huh. West of the north block is the cafeteria. There's always a big rush for the hot dogs. You'd better get used to waiting in line. So you mean to tell me these children that are being primed to be like the world's strongest soldiers are eating nothing but hot dogs, going around burping and farting garlic, tearing up all the bathrooms? I can only imagine what those look like. Okay, so maybe they're not hooking up because everybody just smells like garlic and shame. It's coming out of their pores. Got it. East of the North Block is the parking lot. We usually take the garden car when a mission comes up. Well, I would hate to have to walk on foot. The front gate is located to the south. That's right. I have to go meet Instructor Trape at the front gate. Huh? What's the matter? Nothing. Next, we have the quad located in the West Block. There's an event being planned there. I know, it's the garden festival. It's going to be great. I'm planning to be on the committee. You want to help out too? Let's just continue. South of the West Block is the infirmary. This is where you get treated for your injuries, but a lot of students just come here for advice. And probably birth control. What's the doctor's name? Dr. Katawaki. Now, the East Block. This is the training center. It's the only facility open at night. It's used for training. No kidding. And they have real monsters running loose here. Yeah, including T-Rexes that can rip your face off. So it's open at night. So you go in there, you get destroyed by a T-Rex, and then no one can find you, so you die. No one can hear you scream late at night. If you don't take it seriously, you may end up dead. Just be careful. Okay. South of the East Block is the library. There's a lot of material you can look up here, but the terminals in the classroom are a lot more efficient. And you already know about the classroom on the second floor, right? Yep, I remember that one. By the way, the headmaster's office is located on the third floor. You need permission to get in. Another question. What's the headmaster's name? Headmaster SeeD. That's about it. Anything else? Got it. Hey, are you taking today's SeeD exam? Yeah. Then maybe I'll see you again later. I already finished my training in my previous garden. I'm taking the SeeD exam today too. Good luck to both of us, huh? Thanks a lot. Alright, bye, Selfie. We're gonna save real quick. I'm just gonna show you the different places in the garden. Except for the, well, yeah, no, I'm not really gonna get too in-depth with the training area because, like I said, I don't want to get jumped by a T-Rexuar and get my freaking face ripped off. So we gotta stop at the library first. There's a draw point in there, and it has some really good magic. This guy, we're gonna have to challenge for cards, but like I said, right now our deck is trash and we can't do anything. I think there's a guy at the gate, though, that gives us cards, so we might be able to, but I think we want to go through with the fire cavern first. So if you come over here, there's a draw point. So we found some Asuna. Now, big money, no whammy. Big money, big money, big money. Come on. 13, not bad. I think this is only going to kick us up a point, but here's how you junction. It's the same. Just go into junction, go to magic. The stat that's highlighted, and then, yeah, see, it just jumps us from 1 to just 1 point. Because it's still kind of basic magic. But that's okay, because it's better than nothing. If we talk to her, it's funny. Because this is Zell's girlfriend, right? Zell we haven't met yet, but still. The following acts are prohibited within the library. Talking loudly, eating and drinking, and running around. So that's like 99% of his personality, and he's dating her. And also, avoid late returns, no fighting over seats. I have to go over the library rules with the children next period. I'm very nervous. I hope they understand. Also, like, can we name her? Can we name this girl? Because she's just the library girl with a pigtail. The poor thing does not even have a name. Ain't that some BS? Just, can you imagine that Zell just names girl with a pigtail? Just, is that what you moan late at night? So this is the training facility. Like I said, we're not going in there. I don't feel like getting destroyed in Jurassic Park just yet. 'Cause we're level 7. We don't have any skills yet. This is the parking lot. There's nothing in there. Okay? Not yet, anyway. I'm pretty sure this is the dorm. I don't think we have a magazine waiting in here for us yet. We can look around. Everybody's talking about the SeeD exam because, haha, it's our first difficulty curve. But yeah, there's just a save point here. I don't think we can go in our roommate's room. Yeah, I don't even think they have anything in here yet. No. See, look, his face looks normal. It doesn't look all pixelated and weird. But yeah, here's our room. We don't have any magazines. We can rest up in here to get our health back. But all we can tell, like, he doesn't even have any personal effects. He just has his uniform and the case that his gun blade came in. That's kind of sad. But then again, Squall is kind of sad. And there's a theory out there that I'll touch on later that Squall is actually not alive after a certain point in the game. I don't know. Nomura has disputed it, so I don't know. I kind of think it adds another dimension to the game that he might not have considered, which is odd considering this man and how he loves to convolute things, but, you know. Cypher. Drink. Can I drink something? I'd like some water, you know? Ignore. So if we talk to Raijin, like I have to get behind him so you can see what's going on. Yo, it's Squall! Oh yeah, Fujin's gonna treat, you know? Want something? Rage! Just kicks him. Damn, girl. Ah! What do you have to say? Squall. Can't you see the disciplinary committee's busy? Don't bother us. Okay, fine. I'll be sure to leave a nice, juicy, wet one in your bed, though. Isn't that what they would realistically do in a dorm? Don't lie. So I'm going to show you the guy that we have to work up to beat in the card game. See the guy sitting behind the plant back here? He is the one that is the most likely to have Quistis's card. Okay, they all have it. Like, the guy over here could have it too, but, like, he in the background is the one most likely to have it. We cannot beat him right now, because his cards have all the 6s and 7s and 8s and 9s on them, and we got these poopy pooey cards, okay? So we gotta get some better cards. We'll come back and deal with him before we go on the SeeD exam. So we need to go meet with Miss Quistis. We can also play cards with Dr. Katawaki, but again, she's in here. Like, this is the infirmary, but she has, like, really amazingly decent cards, too. So, I wouldn't worry too much about that now. Is this the infirmary? She's in one of the... Oh, no, she's in here. This is the infirmary. So then, like, what's this one? Did I forget? Am I having a brain fart? Oh, this is the quad. You can have some extra scenes with Selfie in here, like if you go in here, but there's nothing really in here. Excuse me, do you play an instrument? See, like, she'll just follow you around and badger you the entire time. Well, this girl just be skating. I don't think there's anything over here. Oh yeah, here's the quad area, the band. See, she's over here. Are you interested in what I'm doing? Sure. And you should join the Garden Festival Committee, too. No, we can't do that yet. But this area will be important later. Hilariously enough. This girl's still just skating on tile. So does that mean she's just running around in her socks? But yeah, you can try to challenge people with cards. I wouldn't advise it. I would say wait. But you definitely want to get the Quistis card before you leave here indefinitely. So, I'm not going to go in the infirmary. We already saw what it looks like. So, this kid also has cards, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you can challenge him yet. This blonde girl also is important to challenge later, but again, our deck sucks. So we need to get a better deck. Which one lets me out? I've been here since the garden was established. Yeah, let me out. Is this the guard guy? There's a guard around here that you can get cards from. Does he have good cards? Every single year you get troublemakers entering. Oh, how I enjoy scolding them. That's a little weird, dude. Kinda hungry. Wanna grab something to eat? I don't know. Since they're feeding you as hot dogs, I'd say that y'all should, like, rebel. No wonder. Oh, draw point, draw point, draw point. Important, important, important. Draw point. Give me all of your stuff. This is also important. So how many cures? We got 3 cures. I don't think this is any better, but it will be. Let's see. Junction magic. So we have Asuna. Yeah, cure will take us down one because there aren't enough of them. But it didn't give us too many because it's a cock block. So she's waiting for us. Hey, girl. I have a few things to explain before we head off. So yeah, here's the convoluted tutorial. GF gives us strength. The stronger the GF, the stronger we become. So here's a brief explanation on junctioning a GF. I already told you. Good magic, put on stat. Lower magic, use for whatever you want. Doesn't matter, I can't tell you what to do with it. But yeah, so we're just gonna skip this tutorial because I already explained it. Go back in the video. Because this is just, this is painful. This is what turned a lot of people off of the game. And I'm very sorry that they missed out on an amazing game. But just bigger magic, big PP stat. Smaller magic, low PP stat. Little baby PP, micro PP stat. There you go. There, that's all you need to know. There. You're welcome. Explained everything. So we need to junction everything to Quistis when she's done yapping. Apparently a lot of people hate her for this too. I mean, like, it's not her fault that they just tried and failed to incorporate real-time tutorials in the game, when I think they should have just done a lot of this in battle or something, like the way FF7 has like a lot of the tutorials happen in battle. Although I guess you can't junction in battle. I don't know. There had to be a better way to explain this. But unfortunately, this is what we got. Yeah, we're going to give her GF an item. And we don't have any non-command abilities because they haven't learned any yet. But that's what you would do with magic 20%. But we're not gonna teach them any of that yet. Everything okay up till now? You can always check back by accessing tutorial from the menu. Once we get to the fire cavern, I'll explain how to junction magic. Use the command draw during battle and stock magic from your enemies. Be sure to have some stocked. Ready to go? Fire cavern used for the test is located east of here, but we got a lot of other stuff we need to do. Like hook you up, first and foremost. With her Shiva, she has no magic because we need to go draw some. We're going to give her draw, GF, and we're going to give her item. She doesn't have any of these. So first things first, we need to teach our GFs boost. Look at the overworld, it's so pretty. Alright, so the blue creatures they tend to be over here. We got a bite bug. Alright, let's mug him for his magic. Squall, you still remember? The R1 is the trigger. Feel it as you strike. Same for Renzo Kuken, which is his limit break, but nobody's telling you that. Okay, so we gotta draw. Let's get... I think it has scan and fire. Yeah. So let's each get fire, and let's each get stock. Like, I'm sorry if it bothers you that we're gonna be taking a lot of time to draw magic in this game, but, like, it's very important. 6 scans. Fire is good if it's like, I don't know, if we had a way to resist fire, like, resist the upcoming boss. Yeah, there's no vibration function here. So I don't know if I hit the trigger correctly. I guess I did. Got the magic stone piece. We got 1 AP. Give me them blue dudes. We need the blue dudes. Give me the blue guys. There we go. There's one of these. They have blizzard magic. We need that. They got cure too? They got the hookup, my friends. So I'm gonna focus. Well, I'm gonna focus Squall on getting blizzards. I'm gonna focus Quistis on getting some of the others. Squall needs blizzards. Like, he's gonna need an ample amount of blizzard. I'll give her a few more too. Actually, we can speed this along. I think that would be better. Get some scans. No, don't attack yet. We're just shopping. And if you're playing the original version of this game, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to do it the slow way. Did we get some cures off of this thing? Let's get some more. But we want blizzards, baby, blizzards. Trust me, it'll come in handy in the long run. Might as well get them now. Alright. I didn't hit the trigger for that one. Let's go back to slow so I can actually hit the trigger. But I think that's interesting, because, like, I think, like, I mean, like, I don't know. There's something similar to that in Like a Dragon. Though I don't know if this game is the first one to have, like, an action command where you actually have to time a button in order to get a stronger attack. There has to have been other games that were, you know, a lot strong, like, you know, had that going on. Right. So, if there's a hidden drop point in the train tunnel that we gotta go get. Oh, 2 of these guys? Okay. Some cures, because we're gonna start junctioning magic after this battle. Get some blizzards. I think I'm hitting it. Sadly, is it bad that I half expected them to counter? We don't have that ability yet. Vampire? Okay. The early game is going to be real boring like this, I'm sorry, because we don't really have any fancy skills yet. We're just trying to teach our GFs boost. But we gotta stop off in town too, we gotta buy items. Also, we're not gonna worry too much about leveling up in this game because this game is weird. And the enemies all scale to your level, essentially. But we're gonna level up, like, anyway, like it's inevitable. So just let her... See, here's what I mean. You see how pixelated the gate to Balam looks? Balam? I don't know. How do you pronounce it? But yeah, that's what I mean when I say they didn't render certain things as well as they could have. And I keep forgetting to junction stuff to Quistis. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to the hidden draw point in the tunnel. Oh well. It's the early game. We can't worry too much. And the stronger we are, like, I don't think we're gonna take more than 10 minutes dealing with the fire cavern. But we want to be ready. Also, the PS5 is making it so uncomfortably hot in here. And there I go, forgetting to junction things again. If you're thinking about breaking my thumbs, don't worry, I'm thinking about doing it too. Get some scans. But you should be drawing magic from just about every enemy at this point. Trust me, it'll be important later. Wabam. Oh no, she's gonna have bug bites. I love how they're rendered in this game, though. They did such a good job with their faces. Like, all of the characters. So let's junction some magic to Quistis. She should be good now. So, let's see. Fire does nothing. Scan gives us a 7. Cure gives us an 11. See what I mean when I say Cure is really, really good for that? Let's go look at Squall real quick and see if we can't give him his Cure magic. Oh, that takes it down. We need to get more cures for him. Ooh! Blizzard, baby. Alright, let's focus him on pulling Cure, because that'll make his magic even higher. Because we don't want to use Blizzard. We want to use Blizzard in the fire cavern. See? Draw point Morasuna. Squall has it, so we're gonna... He got 2. Nothing there. Nothing here. Alright, so let's focus him on getting Cure magic off the blue guys. We also need to go get a fish fin, which is on the beach. But we gotta teach everybody boost. Here, let's speed this part up. Because I know the drawing stuff gets really tedious. But you just trust me. This is better. And we want to be hitting those triggers consistently. Also, I need to take a look at our inventory of items just so I don't overbuy, because we don't have a lot of gil right now. Okay, so we leveled up. Nice, nice. Oh, let's see how we're doing. Inventory. Okay, so we got 6 potions, 4 Phoenix Downs, a remedy, 5 tents. Alright, that's not bad. We might just... Let's see, let's look at our GFs, see if they're learning anything. Yeah, okay, so boost they should both learn boost, and we can move on to better stuff once we're done ski. All right. First things first, we need to go to the thunder draw point, which is it's just jumping. Squall, you get some first. And then we nope. You used to be able to do 2 at once. We can't upgrade any weapons yet. I think the item shop is over this way. Yeah, okay, so this lady's the Queen of Hearts. Like the Queen of the Cards, rather. If you play cards with her, she will randomly spread rules throughout the region. So each region has different rules, and you do not want to spread Trabia rules, okay? Because they are just they're busted, they're terrible, they make the entire card game experience painful. Okay, so don't let her spread the Trabia herpes. Okay? Like we're not gonna challenge her right now. I never do her side quest, I'm sorry. We can't beat her right now anyway. That we do not have a chance in hell. Yes, we need items. Player, we need like, no, not 10, like maybe 3. I'm gonna buy a couple antidotes, a couple eye drops. Because you never know. Alright. There's also a couple things that we need to pick up collectible-wise. I don't think we can go very far in Zell's house. Oh no, this isn't Zell's house. It's the next house. I think we can talk to his mom though. Yeah, she's in here. How's my rowdy boy doing? I don't know, we don't even know him yet, technically. But I'm sure he's fine. He's fantastic. He's probably one of my favorite characters in the game. Although it's hard for me to pick just one favorite, because they're all pretty amazing. Like I'm torn between him and Laguna, Quistis. So if you come over here, an old issue of Timber Maniacs. You finish reading it. You have I forget what you get for reading Timber Maniacs, but it's actually really important. You can stay here if you want to replenish health. I think I'm gonna do that for 100 gil if I have the money. Yeah. Alright. Come on, Quistis, we gotta go. Everybody's gonna think that we was up to something. There's a drop point at the docks, so we need to go do that too. But yeah, we don't even have a chance in hell of being able to defeat the Queen of Cards right now. She's got crazy good cards, and also the AI always favors the computer. Okay, so we need better cards. You can always save before you do a triple triad game. Just trust me. 8 cures. Let's see. We can give him a better junction because we don't want to use Blizzard on his stats. Really? Man, ain't that some BS? We're gonna have to go get a lot more cures before that evens itself out. But it just be that way. Alright, GFs should learn boost very soon. So let's go teach them that, and then we'll swap their abilities. Malam is such a nice place. It'd be a shame if anything happened here. But everything's cool for now. We already bought stuff from the shop. I think we're okay. So let's put the speed up on. Oh yeah, we gotta get a fang from the beach. I'm not gonna worry about this creature particularly. I'm gonna worry more about the blue guys. Like we have to go to the beach, get fish fin, and okay, so everybody learn boost. Cool. But then we have to go fight them the blue guys some more. GF. Alright, Quetzalcoatl, you're gonna learn card. Shiva. What are you gonna learn? Junctions, Magic 2, Vitality, Strength, here, Ice Magic, Refinery. That's what you're gonna learn. Okay. So let's find us a fish. Aw, man. Yeah, you get the hell out of here. We got other stuff that we need to get. We need to fight more than one enemy at a time, too, because 40 AP is a lot of AP. There's the fish. So they're gonna bite our ankles for now. Squall. No, you want Cure, baby boy. Sleep. Sleep was pretty good for now. It's useless in terms of what we're about to go do, but it's still a good junction stat. Look at it, little murder fish. Okay. You better drop these fish fins too, you little jerks. Now we could just summon Shiva and kill these guys, because I'm pretty sure they're weak to Blizzard. Well, no, they might be weak to Quetzalcoatl. I can't remember. We could just kill them with our GFs, though. Oh, did we just miss? Damn. But that animation takes forever, and I kind of want to save that for an important moment. Although you can summon your GFs indefinitely in this game. It's not like FF7, where they decided, you know, you can only summon your summons as many times as the materia has been leveled up. No, this game just went overboard with all of that. Get some more sleeps. Holding off on blizzards for him because I don't want that stat to get so crazy that we can't replace it with Cure. Do you feel me, kinda? Speed things along. Again, I know this is tedious, like the beginning of the game always is, but you'll thank me later. Alright, fish fin. 6 AP. These are the guys that we really want to farm for AP. Let's see. Let's see if our magic can be junctioned. Any better magic? Yeah. Squall. Nope, we need to get more cures. Alright, let's go do that. Let's go find the blue guys and get more cures. Oh, speaking of. Let's make everybody stronger! We're just gonna run it up until we can't get any more. But this is how you cheat the system in FF8. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Okay. She's getting all of the good pulls. We're not getting any. Oh well. Let's see how many that nets us. There we go. I need to get better doing it on sped up because we're gonna have to do a lot of grinding in this game just to get the GFs to where they need to be. All right, let's see. We have 88 cures and it's still, it was just 1 point. I think that's better. We'll get over it. It's fine. Let's see. I don't think our GFs are gonna learn card right away. Like, it's just ridiculous. We need to get a wiggle on. So let's go do that. But we are gonna fight everything that we can find on the way there. Yes, we are. We'll use a tent if we have to. Okay. Well, we got a decent chunk of XP from that at least. I think we want to stay out of there because the caterpillar is kind of a problem. All right. Let's save. Just in case things go south because y'all have been watching the Pokemon playthrough, right? Yeah, exactly. That'll be going up on Tuesday. And I'm still working on Yakuza. Like, it's slow going. I think we're just gonna advance it to nighttime and do all the nighttime sub-stories. Because baseball is just, it's taking forever, dude. Okay, our GF's leveled up. Cool, cool. Do we need to use a tent? No, we're fine. We didn't lose any health in that fight. Okay, cool. Okay, junctioning magic. Now pay attention. No, except we won't, because I just told you about it. I'll be explaining how to utilize the magic you have stocked, except anyone should have figured that out by now. By junctioning magic, you can raise your character stat. No kidding. Characters learn the ability. Yeah, the GF, you can't use anything that they haven't learned, which I think is kind of BS. You should be able to use it so long as they're learning it. Kind of like 9 with how, like, the gear is what gives you abilities. And before you master them, you can still use them, but you can't unequip the gear until they've learned it. You know, like, that would make better sense. And we can't equip anything to strength junctioning because they haven't learned how to do that yet. I mean, I guess they could have, technically. This is a magic-based battle. Yeah, there's 3. Yeah, attack favors strength. Magic favors magic. Never would have guessed. And defense means raising HP. Yeah, no kidding. You can do it for auto, but guess what? Auto tends to put important things in bad places, so just don't trust the auto. When you draw a new magic, try experimenting with it when you junction. This is how you become stronger. Okay, ready to go? You know how to use your gunblade? I already know. Oh, okay. I was just concerned, that's all. All right, let's go. Let's make sure they didn't junction anything dumb. All right. Let's go. Hey, dudes. Objective. To obtain a low-level GF, a SeeD member must support. Are you ready? Yep. I'm ready. I'm his support. Instructor number 14, Quistis Trape. Select a time limit. Choose one suited to your abilities. Challenging, yet reasonable. We go with 10 minutes, baby. Very well. Good luck. Okay, so we're not going to be doing a lot of the battles in here. My job is to support you in battle. Everything else is up to you. Fine. You know, the boys often choke on this test when I come with them. I guess my charm makes them nervous. Whatever. I'm just kidding. Trying to keep you relaxed, that's all. No, you're shooting your shot, and I think it's a little inappropriate to do so there, Quistis, but you're 18 years old. It's not like you're any smarter than he is at this point in time. Alright. Oh, I didn't hit the right button. I'm hitting the X button like a fool. I don't know what I'm on. Stupid pills? Yep. Although it sucks that, like, the timer is still ticking during stuff like this that you can't skip out of. This battle is pretty straightforward. I used to be so scared. There's a drop point off to the right. If you really want to use it, but it's just a fire drop point, and fire is not useful here. We're not doing this. Just gonna tell you that you can use blizzard magic and kill the bomb immediately. Quite frankly, we don't have time for this. You can do it if you want, though. I'm not gonna do it. So here we go. I guess I was right. You and Cypher are in a class of your own. You both have amazing strength and potential. Except one of us is cool, and the other one is a weenie. Yeah, let's get the extra AP off of these guys, why not? Except I think they can poison you. Which... we do not have the ability to give anyone diarrhea at this point. It's rather unfortunate. Because we love giving people diarrhea in our video games. Which, by the way, if you decide to play Honkai Star Rail, Jiaochu is going to be available for like the next week and a half, maybe. And he likes to give people diarrhea too. I think he's funny. Okay, this is it. Are you ready? You seem confident enough. Oh Lord! I used to be so scared of Ifrit when I was a kid. I mean, I guess because he is a big old scary fiery demon, but still! So he's gonna use fire magic, because duh. Okay, you use Shiva, you use Blizzard. I don't want to use too many GF attacks because GFs, their animations take up time. But here we go. First summoning of Shiva. Let's go. And look, her face is actually rendered nicely too. They really killed it with the character models in this remaster. It's everything else that they kind of... they lost interest in some ways. Except maybe that big old booty hole behind Ifrit. They have Shiva? So yeah, if you named her something silly, you could have him say things like, "You have crack?" But, you know, again, I can't stop you if you do that. I'm childish, even as an adult. Except he gotta be using that damn fire. Don't you know that I'm weak to that? Come on. Come on, Drift. Don't be doing this to me now. But a couple Shiva summons, I think, is all it takes. Unfortunately, we should have put shorter animations on for this, and I just forgot. So, my bad, my bizzle. But, oh well. If we don't beat him in the next 4 minutes, then that's on me, isn't it? Hmm, not bad for a human. So he's almost down. Shiva. Impudent humans! Gonna slap my GF, huh? Don't you know that's rude? Hold this ice cube. Let's go in there and just hold a Frappuccino up to his face. See if that does anything. Frappuccino immediately turns into a latte. Also, how do you feel about the boss fight theme in this game? Do you think it's less epic than the regular battle theme? Both are brilliant, by the way. But apparently that's like something that I see a lot. Because the battle theme takes itself very seriously and the boss fight theme is like a party anthem. Oh, I underestimated Shiva. Very well, I will join you. Alright, we got ourselves a demon! Yay! Just what every kid off the lake wants, right? Not really, no, I'm good. But we got his card, which is what we really needed. So she learned Nice Magic Refinery, Sweetness. We got free. Alright. There wasn't much time, but let me go over this real quick. Good. You got yourself a GF. If you junction that GF, you'll be able to use Elemental Junction ability. Here's an explanation on elements. Aw, man. Junction can change basic parameters such as strength and magic as well. Like, so if you attach fire to your elemental junction, you'll be able to use fire in your regular attack. And that is true of all elements, okay? It's the same if you equip it to your resistances. Like if you put fire in your elemental resistance junction, then you will take less damage from fire, essentially. Okay? That's all it's trying to tell you. I don't know why they convoluted it so much, but this is why a lot of people were just like, man, I don't like this game. I don't understand it. Meh. See? 80%. Boom. There you go. Non-elemental magic cannot be junction because what are you going to do? Guard yourself from a band-aid? No. Wouldn't it have been nice to have elemental junction abilities before we fought Ifrit so we can just attack him with Blizzard? Like the manual way? Wouldn't that have been neat? I guess not. Uh-huh. I'm not going through all this because I just elemental defense? Really? You want to guard against fire? 100%? There you go. You absorb the amount of damage. You can even be healed by it if you put that in there. So, you know, consider that. But there's not a lot of instances where that's going to be important. Because a lot of the bosses don't really fight with elements. Okay? It's not like Pokemon. A lot of fire elemental monsters here, so Junction Blizzard to your elemental attack. You'll have an easier time with fire elemental enemies. Jeez! I never, ever, ever would have guessed. Alright, let's give him a Freet for now. He doesn't really have a high affinity with a Freet. There's somebody else who does. Maybe he does. I don't know. Let's look. We can't do any of this yet, but let's look. Oh yeah, no, this is his boyo. Okay. My bad. Let's give him magic. Let's put strength in here. Uh, sure, because this 19 that doesn't do anything. 18, 20. Yep, this is as good as it gets for now. And I'm not gonna worry about elemental attacks at the moment. Oh, maybe I should. Let's see. Yeah, we can only equip it to our attack. 3%, 17%, 11%. I'm not going to worry about that for now. We will worry about thunder, though, later on. So now we can fight all the enemies in here and not really worry about anything. We can also go to this draw point now, because we don't have the time limit anymore. So much fun. Oh, a couple of... Oh, the... Turn around. Turn around. Can't make them turn around in this version. Crap. I like how they're just sitting like, geez, I wonder why it's so hot. Oh. Let's summon Quetzalcoatl, because we haven't seen him yet. What do you have? You have thunder? Give me that. Give me them thunders, baby. Feels kind of like overkill to use a GF on this particular enemy, because it's not that strong. But whatever. Because we haven't seen the summon yet. We're not going to summon Ifrit in here. He's not that strong in here due to like all the fire elemental enemies. So we just got to summon our big ol' thunder burb. And then we got to go do our very first triple triad match. Pray for us. Because if I lose, I'm just gonna beat the guy off screen. I don't know. I don't know if you want to sit here and watch me reset the game over and over and over again, because that's what you have to do in the early game. We are gonna speed it up and teach, like, let's look. Let's see. Oh, we're good. He'll learn cards, so we can go and make enemies into cards as soon as he learns this. What is this? Is it a bomb? It is a bomb. Is that a bomb? Alright, we got... never mind, we can't do this right now. Because if the magic is junction to your stats, don't touch it. Don't kick at it. It's like a scab, I know it is, I know you want to. Also, I should explain why we chose 10 minutes at the beginning, because your SeeD rank ultimately is determined by certain choices you make and how you handle yourself during any of the exam stuff. Now, if you've gone for 40 minutes or anything higher, you will receive a lower rank. If you come out of this after 10 minutes, then you will receive a higher rank. So obviously, we want the hotness, right? Right, exactly. Because the higher your SeeD rank, the more money you earn periodically. Let's give Squall some more thunders. Because we want to equip that to his attack before we go on our mission. But that's not in this video. We'll be doing the SeeD field mission on the next video because it's pretty long. And also it's a big old difficulty curve because I remember when I was a kid, I got stuck there forever. We can get rid of it now. We're gonna need to use a tent when we get out of here. Let me guess, 1 AP? Lame! It's alright, we can use the tent on the way out. I like how the guys were just like, oh, they didn't come out after 10 minutes. Well, I guess we'll go home. Really? Okay. They could have died in there and nobody would have known, because guess what? This game came out before cell phones were common. Alright, let's save. And then we'll go and get those last points for Quetzalcoatl. And then we're gonna use card. We're gonna get some cards. Put the speed up on. And actually, for the sake of this grinding, we're gonna put the invincibility on too. Oh, wait, we have that? I don't know about that now. I don't think we need a limit break yet. I didn't know that was gonna pop off if you put invincibility on that. It's lame. Okay, so Quetzalcoatl learn card. Alright, Squall. Oh wait, ability. This is what we need. Duh. We don't need magic right now. We do need card. We need draw. Alright, let's go get us some cards. Not that, though. The Bite Bug card is kind of lame. We should also set Quetzalcoatl's ability. One AP. One whole AP. We didn't set Ifrits either. We need boost for him. Then... Summon Magic is cool and all, but we need Thunder Magic Refinery. Oh no, we need Card Mod. Card Mod is gonna take forever. But it's important. Yeah, this is what I was frickin' scared of. Sometimes it's better to run. Yeah. Yeah, it is. What do you have? Nothing. We need to get this thing down to half HP. And then make a card out of it. And if we die, oh well. There, we'll watch Ifrit's whole animation. How about that? Wasn't it figure that's like the first thing we frickin' run into? Damn demon dinosaur. I was hoping for a caterpillar, but no! Here, I think we should run. Because I don't think we're gonna manage to take another hit. Can we card you? And the dinosaur says, none of your damn business. Yeah, exactly. Do we have limit break? You know what, for this, screw it. I'm not dealing with this crap. Try killing me now, jerk. Come here, become a card. Become a card, fool! Actually, let's Renzokuken it up. I don't think we hit any of those, which sucks. Blue magic laser eye, sure. You're gonna become a card, you just don't know it yet. I know this doesn't seem important, but it so is. And if you don't have the invincibility option, like if you're playing the original version of this game, this is really risky, and I wouldn't advise you do it. There it is. We got one T-Rex to our card. Sweet. I'm not dying here. Air Freight Learn Boost too. Cool. Alright. Save the damn game. Because that was a nightmare. Okay, Free. What are you gonna learn now, dog? Summon magic. They want to learn that damn summon magic. Well, this is really important. Okay, so let's have them learn this first, and actually, Quetzalcoatl... I know this is important, but I think this is also equally as important. So, yeah. Okay, who else can we... Okay, I think we've got at least 2 cards to make this work. So we're gonna save outside. Oh no, we're not gonna save outside. We're gonna save in the lobby. You know what? I'll fight. It's for 1 AP. But is it worth it? It's always worth it. We just have to remember to swap GF abilities to like the harder ones before boss fights, I think. Because then they learn them semi-faster. Girl made it to level 10. We're just sitting here at level 8 like little punks. Do we want to get... Yeah, let's get him up to level 9. Like, it's one battle. Come on. We can get some cure magic. We're gonna do the invincible thing, because we don't want to waste items. This is tedious to you, I'm very sorry. Do we want to turn him into a card? Let's do it. We need better cards. That's right, we don't get XP for turning things into cards, huh? That's bull. Okay. Alright, sir, I'm sorry I have to do this to you. But I need the XP. There we go. Alright. That's a little more like it. I mean, you could sit here and grind out to level 99 if you really wanted to, but do you have that kind of time on your hands? That seems like, unemployed behavior. Just a little. Alright. So we lose her, unfortunately. For a while. Not forever. Well done. Let's see. I thought there was something else I needed to go over with you before you take the SeeD exam. Oh yes, taking care of your GF. This is something you have to watch out for. Which means essentially it'll level up and learn abilities, and it can also be knocked out if it dies in battle, so you have to revive it with the GF reviver. This is another tutorial that they really should touch on in a different way. I don't know how you could make it better, but let's go over how a GF can learn different abilities, even though you probably could have figured this out for yourself by now. Like, oh, Shiva's stats. This displays level and compatibility between characters. Yeah, exactly. So Ifrit is going to go to Squall. I'm pretty sure Shiva goes to Quistis. Siren, I think, has a highest affinity with Selphie? And Quetzalcoatl might be Zell. Or maybe, I don't know, I don't think it's Irvine. I don't know, we'll see when we get there, won't we? Yeah, teach it Vitality J. Yeah, it's gonna learn everything. But again, the game is weird because all of the bosses scale to your level, and they get harder the stronger you get. So you don't really want to level up too much in this game, but you're still gonna level up GFs. And in order to, level up like 160 elemental attack junction, that's gonna take forever. So you're gonna earn XP and level up anyway. So it's a catch-22. So it's up to you what you want to do. If you want to just bullface it through the game without a lot of GF abilities, be my guest. But, like, that might be miserable in its own right. So I'm not messing with these tutorials. They're unnecessarily complicated and awful. Change into your uniform and assemble at the first floor lobby. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that yet. Also, if anybody... Okay, straight up, real talk. Anybody else weirded out at the Balam Garden gates, we got freaking demons just chilling out here? What is that about? I know they're supposed to be gargoyles, maybe. But what the hell? Everybody gonna be having damn nightmares. Oh, we can't draw any because he's full. He is, right? Yeah, he is. Okay. Let's unjunction Shiva from Quistis for now. Just because we're gonna need to give her to whoever is in the party next. And I don't want to forget to do that. We're gonna have to give somebody her magic too. Wah! Alright, let's go save in the front area and then let's try to take that guy on. Wait, hey, what's up? Perhaps I should go home this weekend. I really should go visit my parents. Yeah, you should. Tell your mama you love her. It's important. Or your daddy. Doesn't matter. Stepdad, stepmama, somebody. No, Drift. I do not wish to go back to this screen. Because sometimes there's a guard over here that will give you better cards, but he ain't here right now. Alright, let's save. Let's go try to take on the guy in the cafeteria. What do you say? And if we lose to him, I'll just do it off screen. Because it's like I said, it's really RNG heavy, and it's Camp's not here anymore. Crap. Let's see if there's a guy in the cafeteria. There better be. I'm gonna be real upset if there isn't. This is the library. Duh, da 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 da. But yeah, there was no way we could have beaten anybody at cards. At this like before we got Ifrit's card. But it's just RNG heavy. It really favors the computer. Like you have to bash your face against the wall a million times before the game is like willing to throw you a frickin' bone. I just hope that this guy is here and that I'm not a dirty liar. Because like I said, the entire Trape fan club has her card, but the guy at the table is like the one most likely to have it, but good luck beating him with your starter deck. Okay. Oh, he's still here. Thank God. Okay. Sure. So if we lose, he's going to take one of our cards, so that's why we have to keep resetting. Let's take that. Sure. Let's take this Pooey card. And he doesn't even have Quistis' card. Oh, ain't that a mess? Alright, so let's put him in here. There's no way we can beat that. Hmm. I don't know where to put our stuff. Ain't that some crap? Alright, no, let's put the T-Rex Shuar here. Oh no, then we can have him flipped by that metal thing in the corner. That sucks. Alright, let's try to bait card. Okay. Yeah, see all of his... Yeah, that's not a good idea. And see, he still wins. Alright, let's try one more time. But he didn't have Quistis' card anyway, but... that's what I mean. It always, always favors the CPU. And early game, it's just hell on earth, but you have to do it. It gets easier the more decent cards you pick up. Well, it's in the middle. I wish you could teleport there. That would be neat. Although maybe you can. I don't know. Too early in the morning for me to consider these things. Okay. Let's play some cards, jerk. Okay, we're gonna go Ifrit, T-Rex War, Glacial Eye, and Poopy Pants Bat. Still no Quistis card. Wah. You would flip me. You would flip me nice and flippy flipness. Jackass. The floor is lava. This is probably a mistake. Oh yeah, it is. Alright, he's gonna beat us. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna end this here, and I'll just... Well, actually, no. No, you know what? No, we're gonna try and at least finish on getting the damn Quistis card. Like, we're gonna do a couple runs with him and see if we can bait it out of him. Like, there's no guarantee even that he'll play it, but he's the one that plays it the most. And what sucks is there's no save point closer to him. I guess there's the dorm, but you still have to exit the dorm and run down a long hallway to get to him. I knew this was going to be the hardest part of the game. Like, we're going to have to do a lot of resetting too when we have to get Laguna's card later. That's nasty. He's still not playing it. He is playing Biggs and Wedge, though. Okay. There's nothing we can do about Biggs and Wedge, sadly. All right. Draw. Alright, fine. Let's settle this next time. How about you cough up the card and shut up? Yeah, this bat is kind of stinky too. Okay, there's the Quistis card. We need to bait her out. So we need to get her on this side. Okay. We got her. We baited her. We baited her. Let's see. This game is infuriating sometimes, man. I don't think we can win this one either, because there's nothing to flip. Yeah, of course we lose. Alright. I'll get that off screen. Thank you so much for watching, because this I hate this card game with every fiber of my being. It's the only part of this game that I really do not like, other that, well, that and the Obel Lake side quest, which we're gonna have to do. But thank you so much for watching. I promise I will get this stupid card if it's the last thing I do. We'll have Pokemon tomorrow. We'll have this again next Monday. I don't know about Yakuza, but Again, if you made it to the end of the video, let me know who your favorite Final Fantasy VIII character is. I would say it's Zell, but I would also say it's Laguna, and I can't tell you why. But I'll see you later. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow with some Pokemon. Bye.